All right, here we go. We're gonna have the Pepsi challenge today. Air fryer versus cast iron skillet. I'm pulling for the cast iron skillet, just to let you know. But we're gonna do some very special breakfast cornbread. Yes, breakfast cornbread. Start out 2 eggs, smoky bacon, pound of sausage, 2 bell peppers, jalapeno pepper, purple onion, green onions, a whole pack of shredded cheese, 2 cans of corn, salt, butter, paprika. Look why that pepper's out. I don't put pepper in this. And spicy mustard and buttermilk, raw honey. Absolutely incredible. But I've never done it in the air fryer, so the big boss is going to take the Pepsi challenge. I don't think it's going to compete with the cast iron skillet, but we shall find out. Egg, butter, honey, and spicy mustard. My buttermilk. My batter is mixed. That is a cup of self-rising flour sifted, a cup of self-rising cornmeal sifted, and a cup of cornmeal, regular, sifted. I don't sift a lot, but you need to sift this. We'll have to do this kind of fast. So, all right. The spicy mustard is one of those. The honey was 2 ounces. Now, if you think I'm making, if you think I'm making a lot, you are correct. I am making a lot. Dog, get it. Good girl. Get that. Get that one. All right, now we'll spoon this into the batter. And this is going to be good. It already smells good. And I haven't even put the bacon and sausage in yet. This over there in the strainer. Man, oh man. That's what you end up with. So that is all the dry batter, all the butter, and all the vegetables. 1 cup buttermilk. You're going to see a lot of recipes that are going to call for oil. I use butter. And honey. I should have warmed that right before I started. But it's going to be good, good, good. And yes, this is a lot. I got 3 more cans over here. And a whole bag of shredded cheese. Well, depends on, the whole bag is relative. That's 8 ounces. Hot then. When you get done stirring it, whew, that's rough on a man with a heart condition. Anyway, that's what you got. And that's what we pour. Smarter than the average bear. Now that is a hearty cornbread mix. Breakfast cornbread. Now I know how the skillet is going to be. What we do not know yet is how the air fryer is going to do. And that is really the purpose of this, isn't it? And I can make cornbread anytime. A lot of people don't like complicated cornbread. That's what they call it. Complicated cornbread. Your cornbread too complicated. No, it's just good. And while this is baking, I'll melt some butter. And when it's done, it'll be brushed on the top. And it will be delicious. This smells really, really good. That's gonna be some good cornbread. You know, we're breaking records here pretty much everywhere on the heat. Broke a record from 100 years, over 100 years ago. Now with this, we're probably going to have to flip it in the other pan, but I'll get to that. This day and age, we call it climate change. 100 years ago, they called it summer. Interesting how, you know, broke a record that stood since 1974. No, It's always a 100-year record that they broke, or that the heat broke, or anything for that matter. Always. That record has stood since 1903. That was hot. It's hot now. But they didn't have air conditioning. We do. Look at that. I'm still chewing on that onion. All right. That dog will hunt. We'll come here. What we're gonna do now, dough girl here is already at 405. We'll turn this, is already at 405. I'm gonna run them both for 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna come check them with a little wooden stick, skewer rod. I'll check them, and we'll show it, see which one's done the most cooking. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be this. But like I said, if y'all remember the the air fried fritters, you got to do that and then flip it and then run them for another 10 or 15 minutes. I also put the extension ring on it and raised the rack up another 2 inches. That's just to keep the flow going up under that. All right, let's do it. $10, $15, $20. I have never done this. But we're gonna find out. Like I said, I like to look at the recipe book, find out what they're not cooking, and cook. Oh, hell. 20 minutes. All right. I'll be back. Yep, see, sticking to it just a tad, not much, but just a tad. So what we'll do, let's check this one. Oh, that ain't gonna grab that. All right. Oh man, definitely not done. But let's just see the difference. Yep. So we're gonna go 10 more in the oven. That'll be a total of 30. Here, we're gonna flip it. Exactly what I thought. We'll put it on the short rack. Put it back in. $10 minutes. All right, just pulled it out, just pulled that out, 35 minutes, that was 30. So let's just check. We'll put that in. The oven's turned off. We're gonna let that sit in there while we do this. I'll tell you a trick with this. A lot of people kind of go by the numbers on it, but one of the things I learned was that you have to let it sit for 3-5 minutes, something like that, just to let it finish for whatever reason. But so far so good. Let's find out if this one's done. Well, that's better than what was in the oven. There ain't nothing coming off on this one. The oven had some crumbles in it. Oh yeah, this is this is gonna be good right here. What I'll do, after we check them both out and they all appear good, I'll let them cool for just a little bit. Then I'll come in here, I'll cut a little wedge out of each one. Now this is on super low, just for 3 minutes. That is super low. Cut a little piece out of each one. I'll taste it. I'll give you my honest opinion whether that's as good as that, which my money's over here. That is smelling and looking fantastic. Wow. All right. And the lights go off. All right. Got them out. I got to admit I've already tasted them, man. I haven't, oh man. Anyway, air fryer, cast iron skillet. Air fryer, cast iron skillet. So let's cleanse the palate. Very moist. Wow. Wow, that's an air fryer. Huh. Nope. I kind of poured that one up, getting it out. That's the one I tried. Oh man. Huh. Hold on. Wow. Here it is. That with the air fryer. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say it's better, okay? I cannot say it's better, but there's more flavor, like the pepper, the sausage, the bacon, the onion, everything, the garlic powder, all of it. Oh yeah, the garlic powder. Anyway, that is flavorful. That is probably the most flavorful cornbread I've ever made. Now this is just as good. I feel like that guy on Pulp Fiction. This is good. This is really, really good. Whereas this has the flavor of everything, including the cornbread, the cornmeal. This has more of a textbook cornbread flavor. Yes, you had the peppers, the onions, the bacon and sausage and all that, but that has a more cornmeal, classic cornbread flavor, whereas this has that classic flavor, but it just pow with all the other flavors. But let me get into the heart of this one a little bit more. I am a cast iron fan. I can't have beating my cast iron. The air fry, fantastic. The iron skillet, fantastic. Air fryer, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry, cast iron. Burnt, see? I did that, it burned me. That's good. That is. I'm gonna hush. Good gracious. I would take this to a function. That's all I'm saying. All right then. Forewarned long ago. Good gracious. Big boss air fryer.